Hello, hello, hello to all of my wonderful Scorpios. Excuse me, Scorpios, I just saw something. You know how you see something, Scorpios, that you just can't unsee, and it's just hilarious. Woo! Woo! Happy Monday to each one of you. Hopefully, you all are having a fantastic day on today. But then again, I know you are because that's the intention you set. We're going to get right into your readings, Scorpios. Listen, we are in a waning gibbous moon, but it's at like 93%, so it still looks like the moon is pretty full, right? So some of you all may be coming off of that full moon energy, but it's waning, right? And not only that, your ruling planet is retrograde right now, so that's encouraging you to declutter both internally and externally. So you want to declutter all fear, doubt, addiction of any sort to a person, place, or thing. Just declutter it, right? No hard feelings, no ill will, whatever. Just declutter it. Just get rid of it. If you're scared of something or you're nervous about it, whatever, try your hardest to heal from it, right? So that's what your planet, your ruling planet is encouraging everybody to do, but especially you because it's your ruling planet, right? Then we have Jupiter, Neptune, and Saturn that's also retrograde. In a nutshell, it's really encouraging you to focus on your ambitions, like setting long-term goals, going after it, dreaming bigger, right? Really dreaming bigger. Absolutely, absolutely. But let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading from our wonderful, amazing Scorpios in every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. Oh my gosh. Look what card popped out. We're going to talk about that. This is a Five of Pentacles. We're going to talk about this. Yeah, some people don't realize you're so close to making the amount of money that you've always wanted to make, right? So there could be some things that you need to still kind of sort of declutter, right? So yeah, we're going to help you try to get to that place, right? To try to really get to that place of just doing a little bit more decluttering and getting to where you really want to be, right? Because that's important. That's really important. I'm talking to my Scorpios who are focused, who are brave, who are loyal, who are faithful, who are ambitious. Yes, ambition goes right to Saturn's ruling planet, which is Capricorn, and Aquarius's ruling planet. Also, who is also resourceful, passionate. People consider you all as true friends. That's where that loyalty lies. And sometimes you could be stubborn, right? But that's not always a bad thing. So we'll talk a little bit about that too. We're not talking about a number on today. Go watch yesterday's video. I talked about the number 70. Yeah, the number before 71 and after 69. Yeah, that number 70. Yes. So let's get into your reading. Let's get right into your reading. So moving towards the next new moon, trying to give you some time to kind of like really prepare, Scorpio. So we have a next new moon, and the next new moon is in 13 days, right? So actually, it's really not that far off when you think about it, because time seems like it's flying, especially when you're having fun. Time really seems like it's flying, right? So let's see what else we have here. Let's see what we have here. Yes, okay. So, yeah. Woo, this is interesting. All right, so here we have the King of Cups. Yep, the King of Cups. We also have the Lover's card, which is nice, twin flame energy. We also have the Judgment card, ascending higher so that you can see things for what it really is. We have the Two of Swords right here. Yes. We also have the Ace of Cups. Yes. We also have the Five of Pentacles, right? So listen, what I'm looking at off top, what this is sharing with me, Scorpios, is, like I said, some more areas, like, and this is for everybody, not just Scorpios. So please don't think that I'm just talking about just you all. This is tailored to your reading, but everybody still needs to do some kind of a decluttering, whether it's some more healing, it's some more, healing of the, thyself, healing of themselves, or whatever it is. But what I'm looking at when I look at your cards, I'm seeing that you all have so much love and so much emotions to give, right? Like some of you all really want to be in that relationship with your twin flame. But I want to remind you of something, Scorpios. You are your twin flame first and foremost, right? And what I mean by that is that you have a divine feminine, which is by default for you all because you all are nurturers. You're very magnetic. People are drawn to your energy, right? But you also have another side to you, which is your divine masculine side. That's the side of you where And divine masculine, divine feminine has nothing to do with your gender, right? Has nothing to do whether you identify as a man or woman. Let's just talk about that right off the top, right? It has everything to do with how you handle situations. That's pretty much in a nutshell. So, divine feminine energy, your energy is cyclic, right? So, that means that you show your strength through your inner reserve. So, you may not always talk about, how you feel about certain things. In contrast, the other side of you, divine masculine, needs to get it out, or else they could start to vibrate low. So, for instance, if somebody's trying to force you to say or do something before your time and you're not ready, it could cause you to vibrate low. So, I want you to keep that in mind. So, we are all our first twin flames, right? So, if you're looking for love outside of yourself with all these deep emotions and love that you have to give, then you want to make sure that that person is on your frequency, right? A lot of times when relationships end, it's like, okay, this person did this and this person, whatever, assigning blame, pointing fingers or whatever. Sometimes it's just this simple, for real. It can save you years of pain. It can save you years of drama. It's recognizing that the person is not on your frequency. You all are not on the same frequency. They could be at a higher frequency, you could be at a lower, or it could be vice versa. You could be at a higher frequency, they could be on a lower. But even if it's a tinge off, I want you to look at this analogy. You're in a car with somebody, and you're in the car by yourself first. You're listening to your favorite radio station. It's on a particular frequency, right? You go to pick up a good friend of yours, right? Y'all have been friends for years or whatever. You have that turning dial, in your car. And they want to come in and they want to turn it to another station, their favorite station, and you already listened to your favorite station. In between your station and their station, you hear what? Static, right? That's what it's like being in a relationship with somebody that you feel like, you know what, we can go this distance together. We can get to our destination together, right? But you are on two different frequencies. That's static right there for you in the middle between your frequency and their frequency. That's static. Could be a problem for the rest of the ride if y'all leave it right there in that static area. Somebody's going to have to come and stay into somebody else's universe, or you're going to have to go and stay in theirs, right? In either case, you're compromising, right? And so, yeah, you could go back between their station and your station and their station and their station. But if the person isn't willing, then it's time for you to just exit stage left, right? And the not willingness doesn't always have to end in an argument. Somebody could recognize right up front, like off top, like within a month, and say, you know what, this isn't going to work for me. It's not anything that you did in particular or anything that I've done in particular. I just don't see this working. I could like you to pieces. I could really feel like, I could have deep feelings and emotions for you. I could even love you. But if I can already see because of the frequency, right? This is a person who has really disciplined themselves at a higher frequency. They've ascended, right? And they can really see it before it actually happens, right? That's like when people are in relationships, in friendships, in romantic relationships, whatever, everything under the relationship umbrella. And they say to themselves 10 years down the road, something told me in the beginning that this wasn't going to work, right? Yes, something told me. That was your higher self telling you, I can already see that this is not going to work out for you. You all are too different. Like, you think opposites attract, but nah. You already have the other side of yourself within you, right? So you want to take the blindfolds off. Not every relationship has to end dramatically. You don't have to, you don't throw your computer around in your office or kick over tables and chairs when you're in your job, right? You walk out there cool, calm, and collected. I mean, unless some people, they need to be carried out by security. But for the most part, when you're in your job, you're just like, okay, I'm going on to the next. Whether you just figure, okay, this isn't the job for me. The culture is just a very hostile work environment. It's damaging for my mental health and possibly for my physical health, right? So the same thing in other relationships. You're friends with the person and y'all just like that uncomfortable silence over the phone, or you just kind of sort of, whenever they decide to end it, just let them go. Whenever you decide to end it, hopefully they'll just let it go. Hopefully it's not a stalker situation. You know what I'm saying? But you want to take the blindfolds off, right? Because guess what? It's blocking your money. It's really blocking your money. I don't want you to have to repeat another cycle of blocking your money. And money, like people will say, you hear people say money is not everything. That is absolutely true. I agree with you 1,000%. However, it is a resource, just like people and time are resources. People, money, and time are resources, right? So yes, you need all three of those things in order to really flourish and thrive. And if you have people, money, and time, you can change people's lives. You can create an organization with that money that you've invested in your own organization. You can create jobs for people, help change their life and their socioeconomic status, the whole 9 yards. So when people say money is not everything, I'm like, yeah, okay, that person must be significant. They must be really selfish because they're not even considering that they could really change somebody's life by creating opportunities for them. So yes, you're literally sitting right in front of a vault filled with money, but the thing that's kind of sort of holding you back or delaying the release of the money because you're so close is that desire to be in a twin flame relationship with somebody. Boom. Yes. I'm telling you, a lot of people have come across their person. But if you're not really willing to compromise who you are, even if just like the subtleties, like let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say, for instance, Scorpio, you meet somebody who says, you know what, I really don't like gossip, right? I really don't like gossip, or I'm just trying to get to know you. I ain't trying to get to know your family right now. I just want to get to know you. I want to spend some time with you. Like, and you all excited, your excitement, you telling your family, you telling your friends, and you doing all of this other stuff, doing the most. And that person is like, you don't really know what the backstory is of that person as to why they are the way that they are. Maybe they don't have any secrets. Maybe they're like, I'm just trying to get to know you. Like, I'm just trying to feel your vibration, your energy. Not even in a sexual way, but just more or less like, I'm trying to pick up on your vibrations, your energy, right? I'm not ready to be around your whole tribe yet. Eventually we'll get there, but let's just slow down for a minute. And so that person may tell you once or twice or whatever, and then if they feel like, hey, this doesn't work for me, they've already ascended higher and saw what lies ahead, right? And then the same thing for you. When you're in a situation, in a romantic situation, you've had enough experience as Scorpio to say, okay, I need to probably start asking this person some questions. And I'm going to listen to my intuition, because one thing about Scorpios, and this is for my cross watchers, Scorpios, emotional intelligent wise, are the smartest signs in the Zodiac. Emotional intelligence is key, meaning that Scorpios, you can literally walk in a room and pick up on everybody's energy and be spot on, right? We're not talking about vibrating low, by assuming that the person is the way that they are for the worst. Something could have happened to a person, but I'm talking about nobody has Scorpios beat when it comes to emotional intelligence. Nobody. Okay? So when it comes to, this is why I want y'all to really start like really paying attention and trusting your intuition. If a person tells you something or they're giving off some kind of vibrations, that's when it's time to put it on pause and really, really pay attention, because your intuition is going to tell you everything you need to know. And plus, let me turn y'all on to something. Plus, when you get near water, because you're a water sign, whether it's a salt bath or some kind of a spiritual bath, a spiritual shower, a lake, a river, a beach, whatever, ocean, whatever, that's where all the information comes to you. That's where all your information is being downloaded from the universe. So yes, that's what's kind of sort of holding up this process to release a lot of money, is some of you all are stuck in this, God, I think I met my person, and such and such and such and such. And maybe that was your person. Maybe you really feel in your heart, that was my person. But something happened along the way that caused that glitch that just put everything on full stop. Like, you know how you slam on brakes, like boom, and just, not that you hit anything, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah. So you're going to be very, very cautious about like signals that you're receiving from the universe, and being open, like really, really being open. Yeah. You have a lot of things in your favor. I do see you all receiving, more money. So some of you all could be receiving a raise in your job, the whole 9 yards. But now is a perfect time to focus on something that's nostalgic to you, right? Especially if you feel like, okay, I need to raise my frequency so that I can meet my person. But I need to take those blindfolds off, right? Yeah, just take the blindfolds off. Focus. In the meantime, you want to focus on something that's nostalgic, something that, like your kids, or even if you don't have kids, just having this childlike faith. You ever notice kids, they're not really worried about where they're going to eat, like what they're going to eat. They just snatch the refrigerator open and look in there and grab their favorite juice or whatever they want out of the refrigerator. They're not even thinking about like the sacrifices their parents had to make to, earn their money, their paycheck, nothing. That's the kind of faith that you have to have. It's like, you know what, let me raise my frequency. Because maybe I missed something in the past. Like maybe I, don't believe in all that spiritual stuff. But maybe if I raise my frequencies a little higher, I can actually see everything, and I can see my person, right? My person outside of myself, because you are really your own person, but outside of yourself. So focus on right now, this is how you want to get your emotions intact, and also through meditation. Listen, if there's some relationships at a higher frequency that you see already, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a major, major, major challenge. Like, why prolong the inevitable? Like, seriously, why prolong the inevitable? If you can already see that a work relationship is not going to work. Let's say, for instance, okay, let's remove romance off the table for just a second. Let's say you walk into, you were interviewed for a position or whatever. You walk into the environment and something feels off. Like, it just feels like it's a hostile environment. You don't even have to see somebody arguing or fight broken out or whatever the case may be. It's just movement. It's just a whole lot of unsettling emotions, right? You can already see ahead of time. If you're listening, if you're fully tuned in to your higher self, you tune into your higher self, you already know this may not be the place for me. Because you already know what some of your triggers are. Not everybody knows all of their triggers, but some of the triggers you already know. Like maybe you were in combat, maybe you were a combat veteran, and you felt like, okay, I need to know exactly where all the exits are just in case something pops off in here. Or maybe you were raised maybe you were in a car accident and you're still challenged with post-traumatic stress. Maybe, it could be any scenario, right? That you already got a feeling in your spirit that something's off about this environment. Something is off about this environment. So even though they may love you, they want to hire you, they want to bring you on, you don't have to automatically say yes. You've already gotten a taste by the, just being in that environment that something's off. Same thing with other relationships, right? So you can see sometimes ahead of time it's going to be a challenging relationship. It's just going to take too much work, right? It should flow easily, but it's not flowing. And I can't really say anything is wrong with that person or something, but you don't want to start creating stuff, right? Yeah, so I see a lot of you all receiving more money because, again, you all have been, nurturers to so many people. And so the universe is trying to send you more money, but the type of money that the universe really wants to send you is this kind of money, vault size money, right? So don't block it. Don't leave money on the table. That's how people leave money on the table, because they have one side of their life balanced. Well, they feel like one side of their life is doing great, but this side, gosh, it's out of balance. You can have a completely balanced out life in a happy, healthy, whole relationship at work, and your romantic life, your friendships, everything can be completely balanced out, right? So this is what's the Justice card right here is really calling for balance. Just like this Lover's card is really calling for balance. Please balance out your energy, because guess what? It's going to happen, and it's going to happen just like a ton of bricks. All of a sudden, one day you're going to wake up and boom, my life is in. I see it now. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Not why that person wasn't my person, but I know what I need to do, right? I know what I need to do. So again, moving towards this new moon is really, and like I said, in 13 days, really nudges Scorpios in particular for deeper healing, right? What is it that you need to heal from? Was it childhood traumas? Was it this? Was it that? I'm talking about like go all in faith. Like I said, with children, they operate in complete and total faith. I know when I open that refrigerator, my favorite juice or favorite food is going to be there. And if it's not, I don't have a problem asking mom or dad for it, right? And they just know. They just know somehow you're going to get it. They're not thinking about what bills are coming in the mail. They're not thinking about any of that. That's the same kind of faith you have to have, right? So I see this happening for you, like this like quick revelation, like, oh my God. It's like having an aha moment, or just like I said, an epiphany. All of a sudden, it just makes perfect sense, right? You know what? Right here, Saturn, the world card. Remember I said Saturn's ruling, Aquarius and Capricorn's ruling planet is retrograde. That's what's happening right now, the world card. This is encouraging you to focus on your ambitions and vibrating higher, so that you can see your person, like really, really see your person, but also see what areas that need to be healed. Like, what area am I afraid of love? I mean, for real, like have that real confidence. Am I really afraid of love? Do I feel like I got one foot in and one foot out? Am I kind of in player mode? I mean, like, what is it? Let me just make sure I keep this one over here on the side just in case this relationship don't work out. No, you got to be 100% in, like 100%. If you really want your person, you got to be 100% in, meaning like I don't have any exes I'm still talking to. I don't have any, they don't have access to me or whatever. I am fully 100% mentally, emotionally, and totally available. I'm not entertaining anybody else. I am waiting for my person because I already know that they're out there. And when I see my person, when I connect with my person, so when I connect with my person, then there won't be any question because I've already cleared the way. That's how you prepare for your person, right? And that's how you also open up this vault for more money. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Let's pull one oracle card and just close this thing out. Let's close it out. Let's close it out. Let's close it out. Ow. Yes. Woo. Connect with the earth. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, get out there and do some grounding. Some of you all have Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo in your chart. Along with being a Scorpio, you want to get out there and do some grounding, maybe hug a tree, maybe go to the beach or whatever. Like I said, be feet planted in the ground because that's where you're going to get your inspiration from, near water and in earth. That's where you're going to get your inspiration from, and that's where it's going to help you to raise your frequency and thus see your person, right? See your person. Everything that you want is right there. More money, your person, the new soul tribe, the whole shebang is right there. That's what I have for you, Scorpios. Have a fantastic Monday. But then again, I know you will because that is the intention you set. Bye.